Cześć Wam kochani, tym razem w naszym odcinku zawodnicy już nie polskiego RC, natomiast zawodnicy RC mamy przyjemność z mistrzem Europy, z Martinem Bayerem porozmawiać. Wywiad będzie po angielsku i nie sądzę, że nam się uda zrobić napisy do tego filmu, ale myślę, że zrozumiecie większość, o czym będziemy tutaj rozmawiać. Będą to standardowe pytania, które najczęściej zadawaliśmy naszym ludziom, z którymi robiliśmy wywiady, więc myślę, że powinno pójść z górki, a Wy na pewno dobry macie angielski, więc z pewnością zrozumiecie. Także, hello Martin.
Hello.
How long time you driving RC cars? How many years it is?
I'm so old already then. No, I'm joking. I'm thinking it's about 22 years, 23 years. I was starting with on-road for a very long time and then switched to off-road for last 8 years, I think. I'm in off-road.
8 years you're in off-road? Yes. It's pretty short actually,
yes,
and you do very good performance from.
I guess I could start more earlier with off-road, and then I have more experience. But it's not easy to join something which is running very fast, like the competition, and you join like a beginner, and then going to the top, it's difficult. So.
Yeah, exactly. And tell me, of course we got some today standard questions. How was your first car, RC car? Which brand was, you know?
I think it was some kind of Tamiya. TT01? Probably.
Yeah,
I think everybody started with this. It's a great car for the start.
When you start, when you come the first time on the competition?
Well, when I start racing, I start actually at home like everybody, but then very soon I start racing fifth scale, where I become
5 scale.
Yes, fifth scale on road, where I think I become on top after maybe like 4 or 5 years driving. I was driving like top 20, sometimes top 10.
You did European champion or world champion or 1.5?
I did twice European championship.
Twice, yeah, exactly.
Twice, yes.
And after when you trade, when you shift from on-road to off-road, then you come up to 1.5 scale. And then you do the actually very good performance from this class. You did the 2 times European champion, and after this you shift for 1.8 or between this time.
Well, already between this time I was like, when I did my 2 titles, I was already focusing 90% on off-road.
Ah, okay.
And I had no time for on-road. I just quit for 1 race, which was the Euros, and everything worked perfect and I win. So already at that time, which I was not focusing on road, I make my titles, so it was a good one.
Yeah. Well,
because nobody really expect, because you show up like you don't race
a couple of times. Yeah. Your brother is still racing on road 1.5 scale.
Yes, he's still doing that.
Exactly. What is your favorite class with? Let's say for now on.
I think at the moment, I think it's 10 scale.
10 scale.
Because there is so much more racing in the winter, indoor, and I really like indoor racing on the carpet because I don't need to spend so much time on preparation on the cars.
Yeah, the cleaning.
Yes, because when you're driving outside, and most of our tracks around here, also in Czech, are very dusty. It's not like in US when the car is almost clean after the run.
Yeah, I know that.
So before the race and after the race, we have to spend a lot of time preparation for the car, and it's
I know what you mean.
It's a lot of work. So at the moment, I prefer 10 scale indoor because you finish the race and the car is almost ready for next race.
Exactly, and you have to change the oil, and that's it.
Sometimes not even oil is not needed, and you have still good fun. So,
exactly.
So I really like this because I can really enjoy. I can go for the race already relaxed, and I have time to talk with the friends.
You're not tired after this, actually.
Yes. So I really like at the moment 10 scale most.
Tell me, so your favorite class, it's a 110 off-road right now. I I see one time you drive new GT on road.
Yes.
1.8 on road,
Yes.
and you practice sometimes because of course I forgot a little bit. Tell you, we are in Hyundai Arena, the most amazing place actually in the world. One of the places who it's a match a little bit of that. It's a Yotaba Arena, I guess, in
Yes,
Japan.
yes.
There is no any place like this. So we are big pleasure that we can be here. We are pretty short trip. We have 400 kilometers from Poland, so it's pretty nice. Of course, from my city, and we got a very cool interview. So did you practice sometimes here on the asphalt track?
Yes, I was there yesterday.
Yeah, to practice
Not practice, but to develop some things for the GT class.
Yeah.
Which we start to race this year. We did one race, which was the Euros in Madrid. And actually, it was a very funny class. You don't need so many mainstays. Everybody have same tires, not much wear.
So this is 1.8 GT.
Yes, 1.8 GT with 2-speed gearbox. So it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, then how fast it sits on the straight?
I think when we test here, we measure the top speed, because when we test, for example, yesterday when we test.
So when you test the speed here, there was.
Actually, yesterday we test some pipes for our production, and we measure every lap. We measure the top speed of the car, and it was, I think the maximum was 97.
97, but the straight is not super long.
No,
I think.
it's not super long. So I think it's pretty fast. It's good.
So on the other track, when you have, for example, I don't know, 90 meters straight long, that was possible. So then can be over 100.
I think I was reaching the maximum because the gearation is also made like for the bottom power. But I think it's not a problem to make the GT car 120. I think it's not a problem.
God damn it. All right. Class, what we have here? Yeah, exactly. How was which success you are the most proud of them? You know, the title, or about the car I will ask you later. But about the racing.
I think that was basically I win the 3 Euros, 2 in 5th scale and 1 in 10th scale 4-wheel drive. Yeah. And all of them was the 2 5th scale was I was not already focusing on this class, so I just arrived to the race. I worked hard during the race and I win 2 Euros in a row with no practice before. So this make me very happy. And same was with the 10 scale, because it was my first years on off-road. I traveled to Spain for the Euros. I have zero knowledge about this class before racing this, and I arrived to the Euros and I win. So this was for me one of the best moments. So
the 4-wheel European champion, there was yeah, I also think about it like that. There was the most. Yeah, of course I see all this race in the YouTube. So there was a really amazing race. I congratulations. What kind of races did you prefer the mostly? You know, let's say you travel all over the world. So which one you will like mostly? The American clay, or EOS series, or other stuff?
Well, at the moment, for me, I am not really looking for the race where they have everything 100%. I'm looking now for the race when the atmosphere is free, everybody's having fun, and you can feel in the pits that the atmosphere it's funny and the people arrive here to fun. So at the moment, for example, like Mibo, I like Xray, which we're making here in Slovakia. Some races of EOS as well.
But not all of them.
Not all of them, because some of them are too many attention, too many competition, and then you can feel the atmosphere is not so nice in the pits.
Cannot be on this race, on this series. Cannot be like that, because there is actually it's 4 different factories who's match each other and put all his best drivers and who's testing all this. Yeah, so actually the whole series is very nice idea. He make the competition a little bit harder, little bit up, and this what I see how it's on the US. You are the professional driver. You're doing this for for the living. So one of the part of this, it's your job.
Yes, for sure. EOS is the best series at the moment.
Yeah,
I cannot say anything about it. It's one of the best series at the moment, but I prefer more the little less club races.
Less attention and just
when people having fun, they talking more, and when something happen on the track, nobody really shouting each other.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's more like free atmosphere.
So here it's very nice. I enjoyed here last year, and this year for sure we're gonna come a couple of times. Maybe not whole series because we're gonna do the whole series in Poland. Also, of course, the XRS. But here I very like it, and I always, when I came here, I always bring somebody new, and I show him the places, and everybody's whoa, it's amazing. This is the factory places and 5 factory tracks. It's just actually up here. Whoa. So if you've never been in Hyundai Arena, you should came here and see how it looks, everything in life up here. How many times, how you take care about the car? How many times you make the, preparation, I don't know, service, I think it's called that.
Yes.
Yeah, how many times you service the car? How does it look like in your side?
It depends for which race. For example, for this race, I didn't make anything with the car because, as I say, for the indoor, you don't really do anything.
Yeah.
But for example, if I go in 2 weeks, I travel to Australia for the Worlds as a mechanic for Bruno Coelho.
Yeah.
So, for example, on his car, I think I will spend whole week.
Because on his car?
Yes, because everything needs to be perfect. Everything needs to be more than 100% ready. So
yeah, he win the Euros.
It's costing a lot of time to make everything perfect. And 2 weeks ago, I was preparing my 8-scale off-road, which I think 8-scale costs you most of time preparation for national. I think it took me half day. So
whole day?
Half day.
Half day to preparation.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I see you. You was there with the Novotny. You came with the camping wagon. Yeah, camping car. Yeah.
I bring my family.
Yeah, sure.
That's cool.
There is actually funny questions. Did you see your future with the RC cars?
I hope so.
Yeah, for sure.
I hope so. Well, there are always the days when you're working on this 7 days per week. There are always days you want to quit.
Yes, of course.
As every job, I guess. But I really love this. For me, it's.
Dream comes true, actually, a little bit, yeah.
I do this since a kid, and I really love my job. So I hope I can stay in this for longer time than.
How you're actually right now work, but in the question is how the hobby, how the friends looks on that before and now. Before the people was, but actually in Poland was a little bit different, because in Poland when you have the RC car and you are actually a little bit grow up, then the people a little bit laugh from you, he play with the toy cars. But I know in the Czech Republic and in Slovakia there was much more bigger community in Poland in the past. So how your friends look on this?
Well, for sure, if you say you are racing for the Ferrari, it sounds much better.
Oh yes, exactly.
Then you play with the toy car, basically. But well, there are people which react, "Oh, really? That's amazing," because they see immediately then the car is very technical and how difficult it is. And of course, there are people who they never see this. They only thinking like when they have been small, they had this at the home and they play.
You are the toy constructor. He thinks. I know what you mean. Tell me a little bit. About the. That's true. Then the XB4 and XB2. It's your babies. that's correct, or it's more people in this team who's designed the car? Because the first of all, the four-wheel drive came out on the 10 scale, and there was all your success, not success, but the work.
I think it's not good when only one guy designing and working on the car, because then everything is made just for him and he's driving.
Yeah.
And then it's not good for the customers, because not everybody have the same driving style. They doesn't want the same thing. So basically, it's always 2, 3, 4 guys who developing the car, but mainly it's Xray and me. So we both mostly putting our ideas to the car. And
so in the company, Xray and you guys caring about the off-road, and Martin.
Yes, Martin is
on-road designer.
Yes.
So and tell me a little bit, because on the market it's coming actually 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, two-wheel drive, the XB219, and front of us it's XB4 19. I didn't have a pleasure yet to drive that car, so I hope I will do that later this month. What is new on this platform, and how you feel after the first big test of the four-wheel drive was the last EOS, and how you feel, what do you think about the car after this competition and after what you practice here, and what is new?
Well, the competition is extremely high, and everybody is maximum working for the win, and everybody is hungry for the win. So looking for the result, if the car is good or not, I think it's today not a good match, because today you can see on the grid in A main cars, which half of them are not even selling, not even never will be producing. So it's kind of difficult, but we are always trying to keep driving the car which we are sell. We don't like to follow the idea that some companies making the car, they make something crazy, something very expensive and not able to produce, and then win the race and people cannot buy. We don't like to follow this. We like to follow our idea to driving what we sell. And I think on the first EOS, which was a couple of weeks ago, I think we have been pretty good. Bruno had a very good fight with Michael, so I think Michael Orlovsky. So I think it was good.
And what is the difference between 18 and 19 on the four-wheel drive right now?
Well, the drivetrain is completely redesigned. We have a new drive shaft system. We have new gears on the diffs. We have a new hubs, new rear arms. We have a possibility raising the rear diff, so we can adjust the high and the drive shaft level.
Okay, now you can adjust the diffs.
Yes.
Yeah. And what else?
That's pretty a lot already things new. Well, the platform is very good, so not need to change many things. It's only small details which make the car faster, easier, and stronger during the fights. So.
Yeah, the Hupa told me, because the Hupa was in the Polish XRS series in the last year, and also we have a workshop, and he say about the four-wheel drive, and actually the four-wheel drive, it's that good platform. The only what you can change, it's just small things to make you maybe not faster but more steady, just you feel it's better. But the car, it's absolutely high, high resolution, and I have a everything is working very well. He was very proud of this. Actually, when the Hupa joined to Xray, then you see how was the difference between he drive before. So there was not his skills. There was just the car how he have. And also he told us then the Xray, he never changed, never stopped the testing. The testing is actually all the way. So there's new platform on the market, and right now perhaps you're working on something new for the next season, and this is how it looks here, and now we can see this on live, and we can see on track. Tell me about the two-wheel drive. Two-wheel drive, the chassis, it's a little bit different, or it's still the same in the two-wheel drive? We cannot show you the two-wheel drive right now because the Martin, of course, he tests something new.
Already working.
Yeah, he already working here. That's why we only show you the four-wheel drive. But let's go back to the chassis two-wheel drive. Then there's something new. There's something new with the.
Well, the chassis is same. There is a new rear end with the uprights, and the shock towers are different, shorter shocks for more corner speed. There is plenty of things new in the kit, which makes the car.
I think the hubs on the yeah, it's the same like here.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. What is because I got 18 two-wheel drive, and in my C hubs it's no hubs. C hubs.
Yes.
Hub. I got lots of holes over there, and I see because Bartek Zalewski, it's a team driver, so he also tests that. What is the difference between this? It's a better corner speed, better. What does give you?
You mean which holes in the outdrive or?
Yeah, here, the top.
Well, you can always make the link shorter and longer. That's the point of this setting. Well, longer link make your car more stable, shorter link make your car more rotation and kind of more traction. But it always depends on which layout you want to drive. Because for example, here I drive a little bit longer link because the track is bigger, faster. Yeah. And when I go to Mibo, where the track is very small, I make the link shorter.
Yeah, okay. And because here you have, right now you have only actually two holes on the top, and actually there was in my car there was no, there is much more holes, like 3 on the line and 3 here and 3 here. So actually nobody used this. That's why
you can adjust the link front and rear depend on if you're running the shocks front and rear. That was the point.
Ah, okay, that's why.
That was the point. But now
this is just straight to carpet driving, and
now everybody
because I was curious how it's.
Shocks only in the front, so nobody really looking for more for this.
Tell me how it looks the Martin Bayer day work. Monday, Tuesday, wherever.
Well, it's not same every day. It always starts when we have a meeting. We are working on some project. For example, when we start working on XB419, so we had a meeting, and then we have a point what we have to do, what we have to reach, and then every day we're working for this. So from morning to the night, it's always the work. The project we are working on it, designing, or the testing we need to do with the cars. So it's kind of like, I cannot say I wake up and I go to the work.
You go play with the car.
I go pick the radio and drive. It's not like this.
No.
It's getting worse and worse. I'm driving less and less because we have more work on the computer and this stuff today. So.
Yeah, but this is the part of the work, you know.
Sure,
so actually, you're right now you are the one of the main top drivers in the European, I guess, almost in the world. There's not so many people who can beat you. You know, there is a top 10 for sure. Yeah, and
getting worse. No more time for practicing.
Yeah,
so
and
it's not like before, but still okay.
Yeah, but you know you have a much more little bit different mission. You know, you make the cars, you design the cars, so you make the people more happy, you know, that he can enjoy the car. Lots of people love these cars, and in Poland, all the community is growing. So we're very also happy with that. Then because we give the Xray give the very nice quality, and the people see us on track, you know. So for example, the 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive, it's one of the best for the beginners, and I already explained this lots of people, because when you buy a kind of cheap cars and let's say different brands, it's almost the same level, but not all brands have it's not enough strong. So the Xray can handle all the kids' mistakes. So then kids can longer stay on the track, not longer stay on the pit lane, you know, to prepare. Yeah, this is the most important. And I like in the Xray, when I get the first car, I was so surprised about it. Of course, my style was, you know, from fence to fence.
Everybody have this.
Yeah, exactly. And the Xray can handle this, and I know about this for myself. Now I just, let's say now I'm a little bit more precise, but no, I don't have enough speed for that, but I'm also old, but I'm happy. I give people the video, I give people, you know, my race, so that's my mission. And just tell me also what you can say to, for example, young people. What you can say from you, what he supposed to be focused, what way he should be take.
Well, it's
you know, some kind of tips and stuff.
Well, I think the first needs to be never give up, because there are always some kind of car with electronics still inside, and it can break. Something can break during the race, and then when you're leading, you get disappointed, and it happens many times. Happens to everybody. So I think first of all, still need to head up and don't
go further.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think very important is the preparation of the car to make everything precise, nice, and everything working very good. Today I think it's much more easy because every customer can contact the driver or download the setup and already asking through Messenger and everything on the tips. So today I think to get the information and to build the car right, I think it's very easy than in the past.
More easy, like before, yeah.
So I think this two is the most important thing, and then of course practice, and practice never ending. Even when you win the worlds, next day you have to go.
You have to go practice, of course.
And it's in every sport. It's never enough practice, never enough.
So, all right, guys. So, and for sure you have to clean the cars after the race. Yes. You cannot leave the car with some old dust. Of course, in the carpet you got less, dirty stuff on the car. But especially after the clay racing and all the dusty track, clean the car. That's right.
Yes,
that's right.
Definitely.
That was the Martin Bayer. We are right now in the Hyundai Arena. We're gonna enjoy Xray Slovakia. So take care, guys. That was a big pleasure to get the interview.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
And bye bye.
Hi.